Don't walk out there with your hand open. Good things coming over quick.
I am so thankful for the music that gets me through my daily commute. But the music can't stop the memories seeping through. Not even just the sad songs or the love songs. And when I go through a tunnel, I'm back on that plane. And I'm in Spain with my friends. And then I'm in floods of tears.
Mama, refresh now. I'm refreshed now.
The music makes me remember those I can't forget. There must be a reason, and I'm going to find out why.
Don't put your name on it. I said don't shout. Don't put your name on it.
Why does music make me cry? Does it affect others like me?
Stop putting your name on it. Why don't you play the
Oh, the shopping. Good afternoon, Grandma. Good afternoon, Ellie. I'm going to go to the pop choir and ask them what do they think singing means to them, or singing in a group, and you know how it affects them, and if they feel any type of way when they sing together, because I was looking online about some reports.
Community that you get from people, and what I like is that I don't know what a lot of people in the choir do. It doesn't matter. In so many situations when you meet people, you ask them what they do, and in the choir it really doesn't matter. Some people work, don't work, can't work, all sorts of things, but that just doesn't seem to matter, because I think the choir is a real leveller, and everybody is just there purely and simply. It's almost a bit of a selfish, I feel quite selfish on a Monday evening, because it's that hour and a half, it's just me time, which I feel is a little bit indulgent, but I'm not going to stop doing it, because I think an hour and a half of indulging yourself once a week has got to be worth it. For the sheer pleasure and the physical benefit. And it's interesting because I'm under consultants at the hospital, the pain clinic, and I've described that to them. And I think it's because it's all consuming when you're singing. Your mind is on absolutely nothing else, and it just, I don't know what it is, it just seems to take you to a level and a place that nothing else that I know can actually do that. And it's good physically, you feel as though you've had a good old workout, you're breathing, and maybe it just generally boosts your overall something that it does. I don't actually consider that I can sing particularly well, and I'm actually not a very confident person at all. I'm never somebody that likes to put myself out there. I'm always, one that wants to sneak to the back. But there's something about a lot of people that you speak to in the choir feel the same thing, but when you're all sort of squashed together and everybody's doing it, I actually seem to get strength and confidence from everybody else that's in the room and willing to make that group up its game, I suppose. And it's weird how it happens, but it's amazing.
Hello, please can you introduce yourself?
Hi, so I'm Jacques Tournay. I'm a lecturer at Brunel University.
Okay. Can I ask, can singing in a group really increase pain?
Yeah, so our research that we've done with people singing suggests that after singing in a group, people have higher thresholds than before they sing together. And what we think is going on is during that singing process, they have a release of endorphins, which are the body's natural analgesic, the body's natural painkiller. And what we know about the release of endorphins in primates, including humans, is that they're really, really important for social bonding. So if you have endorphin release in your body, it makes you feel more connected with the people you're with at that time. So what it looks like is when people sing together, there's a release of endorphins because they're engaged in social activity, and then that also makes them feel, like they can take more pain.
Why is it some music makes people calm or feel very strong emotions?
Yeah, I mean, we still don't completely know about kind of why people listen to sad music, but essentially it seems a little bit like when we listen to music, we almost detect agency in the music. So music is always created by the person, so we can kind of empathise with that in the same way that we would with other people. So probably part of that process, if you're listening to sad music and it makes you feel sad, is to do with putting empathy into that music as an agent, as if it's a real person. And that's probably why music is so kind of intriguing and so interesting, because we almost think of it as being another person that we're engaging with. And even for kind of composers, like that's part of the appeal, is that you're actually you're taking your own emotions and putting them into another agent, another being, and then re-experiencing them through that communication.
Hello, I'm Sister Myrtilene. Music means a lot to me, especially when I'm singing in a group. It lifts my spirit and it makes me feel much more happier. Even when I'm sad, it's like the sadness go, and if I'm in pain, the pain just go because it helped me to exercise. I'm so happy. Even when I was giving birth to my first child, just listening to music, it was such a relief. I didn't have to use any strong painkillers because the music in itself was so soothing, so nice, so uplifting that it took my mind away off the pain. And I was just listening to the words, and it was heaven. Even at a time like that, it was really, really, really great. And like music, special hymns to me, it's so therapeutic. Only God knows, but it released so much joy and happiness, to my soul. I think music is great. When I was a child, at my basic school, the teacher used to say that only music alone will live. And now that I'm an older person, I get to realize what they were saying in the, those days.
We're on our way to go see Nathan, and Nathan says music is really powerful for him, so I'll be interested to find out what music does for him. And he says he's recently been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, so again I'll be really interested to hear what he says about does music help him, what does music do to him? Oh, Nathan, hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, I'm fine. Hi, it's really nice to meet you.
Brilliant.
Thank you. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
No, not at all.
So yeah, how have you been?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I just wanted to ask a few questions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, firstly, what does music do? Like, does it affect you like that? Like, or is it one of like some people?
Well, it does. Yeah. It can remind you of something. There could be there's a funny scene in Seinfeld where one of the characters called Elaine. She's dating a guy who, whenever Desperado by the Eagles comes on, he just turns into a wall that you can't penetrate. And I think it's meant to be funny, and you're meant to laugh at it. But I can sort of understand why that would happen. Some people do that. They could hear it could be like a shaken vac or something, and it would remind them of maybe like their mum or the house they used to live in when they were younger. And you can get emotional. It can trigger off a memory, I think. With me, it's more chords than actual songs or actual artists. If I hear like a D going into a G minor, that always gets me, and I can hear that from miles away. And it could be like a crappy song or like a band I don't even like, but if they do that, then it stands out.
So yeah, what's the question again?
Do you think like singing together? Do you find there's something cathartic, or do you feel stronger singing together, or?
That's because of.
Yeah, I mean,
This is the first time we've sung together. Isn't it? I have been for years.
Yeah, because I heard him singing with his brother at an open mic last week, and I felt it brought the room alive. Hearing two people sing together.
And I have a piece of that.
Yeah, I think there is a real bond, I think, to singing in unison, and I think your voices adapt to one another in a way that nothing else does. I think when you're listening to someone else, you change the way you're singing, and there's a sort of complete blending of the two sounds that happens. So yeah, I love singing with other people. I think yes.
And the looks on people's faces as well. You were mentioning the audience as well. They know us, but they don't know us to work together. So they're going to be like, oh my god, they're harmonising. So hopefully that's the effects that it will have.
Yeah, maybe it could all go wrong.
It could all go wrong. Of course, it's in 2 weeks. We could forget it by then as well.
But that's the fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's no fun being over rehearsed.
Well, it's not the bloody Wembley Stadium, is it? It's the goddamn business.
Exactly.
Season of Retro from DVD. Any copy of Jackie magazine. Baby.
When we're all together on the tube and all alone, I can get lost in the music. Bubbles in the sky, a ding ding.
A ding ding.
Bubbles on a clock, a ding ding.
A ding ding.
A ding ding.